Hello. I am glad to be playing this game again, and I have it on good faith that it's actually going to work this time, as compared to last time. We ran into some technical difficulties, and the game did not want to load for us. But I tested it out this morning to make sure that we weren't going to hit the same roadblock again, and it worked out just fine. So, unless Steam all of a sudden changed its mind and wants to give me a hard time, we should be able to play this game. And I'm very excited, because we've been on Turnabout Samurai. I muted myself. Oh shoot, I forgot that when I was away I added hotkeys for my OBS and stuff like that. I forgot they existed. I just want to get rid of those now. Anyway, I really want to waste no time getting into this because I have a feeling that I really want to finish this like now. But I think we still have a lot to go through. Yeah, we haven't even been through the third trial day. Okay, well, we'll just power through. Let's see if we can get through this. I've forgotten everything. I have forgotten everything. Did we talk to you? Okay, nice talk. What did we talk about? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's been a while. I don't think I need to do anything else with her, though, right? He already gave us all the information we needed. Okay, so I guess to catch people up who also are lost. Oh, okay. Wait, hold on, old bag. Give us just a second. Let me jog my memory real quick. Okay. So, we're at the studio, found out that only the people in the trailer could have committed this crime, which includes the director, Salmonella, and the producer, D. Vasquez. We also know that D. Vasquez had been kind of puppeteering Jack Hammer, the victim of this case, into kind of doing whatever she told him to do. Because of a death that he inadvertently, accidentally caused. And she uses it as like blackmail that she hangs over his head. Now we're talking to Old Bag because Penny told us that Old Bag had more info on the event that involved Hammer and Vasquez. I think that's everything. Most things. I think that's all we need. Okay, Old Bag, what have you got for us? What, you're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer? It's all due to Hammer! Oh, I thought she was saying his name, like, calling for him, whatever. She's starting to froth from at the buck. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Actually, no, we need to talk to her. I already did all these? Apparently. Okay, 5 years ago. This is the important bit. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Oh no. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. He's a pretty forgettable character. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Oh, whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that? And the recently departed, no less! I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Do you have some kind of proof? Do I have proof? It's been a while since I've looked at the court record. We only have 1 page of evidence. I doubt I actually have proof. Oh. We'll consider. Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I think I do have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume, yeah. Got drugged. Here is my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? The bottle of sleeping pills. with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? A lot, lady. I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? This plate that was conveniently put in the court record. Here you go. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes. So? This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Does this convince you? Oh, I think it does. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. Right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. Fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it's quite a stir. Guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Whoa. She silenced that paparazzi. What a threatening gal. She was the that was the beginning. Where did I get she from? After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Oldbag. Yeah, it was accidental. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. That's literally all I can say right now. Here, take this. A photograph. Oh god, that's gruesome. Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor. The man fell under the flower box fence. Why even have such a dangerous... all this is, like, already hazardous. Is it an OSHA violation? But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Understandable, you've already given us a lot of info. I understand. It was an accident involving Jack Hammer. Okay, we've got that in the court record. Who do we take it to? Do we want to rub it in Ms. Vasquez's face? Hey, I've got this dirt that you used as dirt on someone else. I don't know how she'd like that. Actually, before I do that, maybe I should save. Just in case this, like, gets me a bad ending or something like that. What do you think about this? She's not even looking. Where? Sorry, what? Where did you get that? Oh, well. Oldbag. Old. She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. That's been pretty established that that's her name. Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Hammer. The wind? Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. She gonna kill us? Is she gonna kill us? I don't want to examine anything, I just want to move. Let's just go. I've accepted my fate. That sounds perfectly safe, yeah. You came. Well then. What was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Well, she has a history of blackmail, so she might be dead set on silencing us. Ms. Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Literally, yes. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident, accident. How are you so sure? Oh? Is there more to this? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? A premeditated murder? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. Okay, being real demanding. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Oh, shoot. Oh, I knew it. God dang it, we're gonna die. Maya, we're gonna die here. Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things, including humans, I bet. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Oh, no! Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? Good question. Why are you so invested? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! No! Wait, what is happening? Gumshoe, my savior! Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. You did? Oh my god. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Oh, still can't get his voice right. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh my god, what good timing, Gumshoe. I'm never mad to see you. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Do you kick down the door or something? Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Yes? Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay. I've got one more job to do today. Sure we'll run into each other again soon. Will we? Am I done with the investigation or what? Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Oh, okay, so we really are done with this. Okay, that was a lot less investigation than I thought we had to go through. So we can just jump right into trial. I am saving right now. Okay. Cool. I'm ready to get into it. I expect we'll be hearing a testimony from Vasquez. One that will probably either seal our fate or we can bluff our way out of it. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today, pun not intended. Okay, what has he got on his mind? You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Ms. D. Vasquez to the stand. Called in. Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Okay. What have you got? Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez. I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Oh, very well, Ms. Vasquez. She knows what she wants. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder.
Nick! I know she did it! Make her pay!
Right. She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Hey. What lies are you gonna give us? I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later, when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. Really? I'm gonna have to check the court record again to see all this time-related stuff. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Yes, that's right. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk, what with that monkey's head toppling over. Okay, Manella used his van to drive Vasquez to Studio 1 after the meeting in the trailer. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it.
Okay. I don't think it'll penalize me for, pressing stuff or anything. I entered the trailer a little before noon. That's not suspicious. That's fine. We went to Studio 1. I'm gonna press this just because they, kind of brought it to our attention. Hold on. You had Sal take you? What does that mean? Oh, it means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh. Oh, right. Okay, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. I want to know more about that. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. This is not my first time playing. I played the original DS version. It's been a while, though. It's been a while since I've encountered this case. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15-minute break. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Okay, I don't know how suspicious that is. I'm gonna press it anyway. Do you have someone who can verify this? Yeah, it's cool seeing everything in HD, though. I like the new sprites. Sal. No. I mean, someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder during that break. She wouldn't have had time to eat a T-bone steak. I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat the steak.
Well, Nick, find anything?
Kinda wish she'd said a little more.
It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss.
Yeah, I know everything's in 3D now, but I do miss all the 2D art. I like the 2D animation, just looks really smooth. Okay.
But I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction in what she said. Somewhere.
Like if you played the original trilogy and then compare it to the Apollo Justice game, the animation looks so much smoother. Okay, I'm checking the court record to see what's going on here. There's a large bone. Okay. So we need to prove that she wasn't eating T-bone steaks, so that she had time to commit murder, is what we were looking for. Until afterwards I was fatigued. Yes. My inkling is that the plates near the trailer didn't have bones on them. Huh, as I thought. You claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. That half rhyme? What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. Oh, thank you. It's a plate? This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at a table outside the trailer. Yeah, okay. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare. Oh, so did they, that forged evidence? They put there that to, kind of throw us off? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone, too! No, you didn't eat the steak. I don't want to risk being too silly and getting penalized. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. I totally forgot about that. Why did they even have an incinerator there? Part of the set? See. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? She was... This is a really bold claim to make. But I mean, yeah, she was meeting the Steel Samurai to do a little bit of murder, you know? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Am I wrong? Are you saying... Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez... Ooh, a new art. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai. You guys hear that? My window's open. You might hear some traffic noises. And then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Oh, that is... I wouldn't be making those kinds of claims in court. That's extremely... Wow. Isn't that a little presumptuous? Yeah, exactly, Judge. My thoughts exactly. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. Oh? You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Okay. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh, yes. The samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? Well, that's a good question. But my thought was the spear's not even the murder weapon because it was broken on the day of the murder when they were rehearsing. So I'm gonna play it up no, you couldn't have used it. You could not have used it. It was broken. I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Ooh. What? Yeah, you heard me. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. Yeah, a convenient setup. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Oh. It was... because it was broken. Because it was broken. I can't save! Well, one little penalty's not gonna hurt. It's fine. Because it was broken. I present my proof. The so-called murder weapon. Oh, that was right? Okay. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now, tell me, how was it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a thick costume with this? Through the chest? Yeah. Aha. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. Okay. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Just demanding. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then, pray tell, what was? How was Hammer killed? This? I'm really iffy about giving the answer to. Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the weapon was used to kill Mr. Hammer? Yeah. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? Absolutely, Phoenix. I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see this murder weapon then. This is my thought process. She obviously is like, yeah, that's true. I'm surprised there's not much. I remember in later cases there's so much more evidence to sift through. This one doesn't have very much. But I really do think that she was trying to enact her revenge. Okay, I'm presenting it, I'm doing it. Look at this photo. Wait, does the rest of the court know about this photo? What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the I'm sorry. Standing at the top of the stairs. Yeah, that's right. Okay. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Yeah, everyone's freaking out. No one knew about this. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago? Oh! Yeah. Has happened again. Yeah, I caught on. The little ruse can't hold up for long. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Ms. D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then, she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer. Fuck! No, this is supposed to be a dramatic moment. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had himself done 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. I have this, need to redo every time I mess up, but I could just keep going. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You deny that what I say is true? You just have an overactive imagination. Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Hammer died at that trailer as you say. For the sake of argument, dude, I proved it. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer, all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time, dude. Indeed. Dude. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Yes. Well, I mean, okay. She obviously used the van. But I don't know if she had another way or I bet she couldn't move it. I'm gonna say she had another way. The saying I bet she could move it means yeah, she totally dragged the body. Okay, which is not possible. What if she had another way to carry the body, other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. Oh, you know I know. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. It was the van... right here, so conveniently in the court record for me. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1, and you used the studio van to do it. Yep. Good thing you mentioned it in your testimony. Yeah, recall your testimony, very convenient. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me, and they even spent the time asking you to clarify what you meant. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio 1. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Oh? Hold on, right. Don't forget, it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Yeah, absolutely. He was at her beck and call. Of course Sal Manella Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. Yeah, the evil magistrate costume was suspiciously clean. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? Yeah, got you. No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. Thanks for the backhanded compliment. I lose. You win. It was fun. Really? I win? Yes? So what happens next? Don't me. Don't you have, anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean Steve Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Yep. Yes? Who can say? Oh, fuck off. Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. Oh yeah, none of that was testimony. And the result of that battle? You proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Dude! Okay, fine. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. You agree with me? Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. Ugh, what do I do now? I can't just let her go. Obviously. We need to keep this charade up for as long as we can. This whole game is based off of shenanigans. I can't just, throw that claim around. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? Know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Sorry. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You'd ask the same questions, get the same answers. A waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witnesses. No! Edgeworth! Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't.
At least you gave it your best shot.
I see. Very well. Thanks for defending me anyway. Oh, Edgeworth! Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. Yeah, but like, he's having a change of heart. Just let him go through his character arc or whatever. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see little point in making Ms. Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, Indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? That's reasonable. That's reasonable. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Yes.
Nick, why did Edgeworth?
Who knows? Probably realized she did it too.
But, wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that.
Edgeworth. Yeah. He's rethinking his motivation. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too. Only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police. Then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldbag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers, saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. Why is that? I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. Why did you ask to be left out of the proceedings? That's suspicious to me. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close. Real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Okay. True. I don't want to be mean to him, but he's kind of mindless. He's like, okay, that checks out. Okay. Someone's there. I'm gonna call the police. Yeah, I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. And I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that, since we were in a meeting, there was no way we could have been involved. Thus, they covered for us. Covered for you. Or covered it up for you! There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. Yeah, your reputation. I'm sure those professionals helped her convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer. Did you? We had to find your script for you. The script and your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. I'll press harder. Always press harder. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio One for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder, after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Didn't the murder happen after the rehearsal? Oh, yeah, I guess. Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Edgeworth, I'm in love with you. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Ms. Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio One. Yeah. Dude, Edgeworth. I love what you're doing, buddy. Keep it up. Mr. Edgeworth. What you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. That's king shit. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation?
I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me.
So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. Your draft in this was pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm excited to rewatch it and live through it again, because it's very well written. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes, so I left him behind. I'm pressing that immediately. How did you know about the injury? How did I know? Sal. He told me.
Sal, the director. You have to find something to peg this honor here, or everything we've done till now will have been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him.
Okay, well, obviously, the only one I need to pay attention to is that very last statement. Okay. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do an action scene. I left them behind. Back in the court record. Okay. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scenes. How could you have known? Is the thing that I'm trying to, like... Ugh. For some reason, in my mind, none of this evidence matches up with that statement. Nope, 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 I'm going back. I'm going back. Okay. Yeah, well, what about this? Oh, okay, cool. You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers! Oh, that totally slipped my mind. What? My reading comprehension was totally dead. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. But that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it was Sal who told me. That's right. He must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manila was at the run-through that morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? No, he didn't. She didn't mishear him. You saw Hammer limping. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. Yeah, he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Ms. Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Oh my god. So they really did have a confrontation at the trailer? That is like a fact. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Can you? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Got you cornered. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killers always so persistent? For good reason, dude. They don't want to go into jail. Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. It's a little thing called revenge. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? There is a reason it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Of course I can't prove it. No, yes, I can. Okay. Maybe one of these days I'll do a run-through where I only choose the wrong option. I have proof, and I'll show it to you, because the options are like so funny. I present to the court evidence as to Ms. Vesca's motive in this murder. Thing from 5 years ago. Yes. I mean, that's gotta be it. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. Yeah, you know I know! You know I know! I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial, it began on that day, 5 years ago. Say anything? Most of the times, funny answers just a generic copy-paste statement. Oh, really? That's kind of a letdown. I love looking at the dialogue options. It'd be funny if they react to it. I agree. I like hearing what they have to say. Adds a little character to the characters. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day, and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What a turn of events! What motive would Ms. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Dude, Mr. Wright, please explain Ms. Vasquez's motive for murder. Do I have evidence? I don't know if I have evidence per se, but I mean, first I'm gonna save. We don't need to talk to it, guys. No, he's the killer. Sorry, I read your thing late. Guess them not making sense is still funny. This is true. The game, if you've only ever played the first game, or if you've only ever played the trilogy, the series just gets way, just so off the rails crazy. Sometimes it just straight up doesn't make sense, but that's kind of the charm. Okay, I don't think I have evidence. Oh, she had no motive. I'm just gonna try it. Whatever, fuck it. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Ms. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. Yeah, that was my thought. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Ms. Vasquez. What? Why are you playing this silly little kid show theme right in the middle of this very important revelation? What? Alright. Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then, Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. Oh, a subtle but effective breakdown. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Oh my god. Someone call an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Oh, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Whoa, we're flashbacking. Manuel? Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Don't touch him! Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please. This is so dramatic. But, like, it gives her a really good motive. Gives Hammer a really good motive. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Is this it? Is this the end? Or is someone gonna burst in like, nope, I'm the real killer? I doubt it. Mr. Edgeworth? Where's D. Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you've brought about yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Wait, so she's... Yeah, it was self-defense. It was like an accidental murder. Just like the one 5 years ago. I mean, I feel like she would still go to jail, but... maybe not as harsh a sentence as, like, if she were super ruthless and malicious. Yes, you're right. Very well. That's one... This is an interesting situation. I don't feel bad for the victim very much. I do kind of feel bad for the killer. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers. Give me that sweet, sweet not guilty verdict, baby. You're innocent. And to think you were really going to be incarcerated, Mr. Powers. That is all. Court is adjourned. Wow, that took me a while to get through. Okay. Freedom! I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Ms. Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright? Huh? Tell me. Oh, I forgot they do these things at the end of every case where you have to present evidence. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? No evidence. What am I gonna say? I don't know. Maybe he was just that crazy. I don't know. I guess we'll never know. That's funny to me. Yes, of course. Whew. I'm not sure I wanted to go down that road. Oh, wait. Congratulations, WP. Wait, is that it? No. I mean, that was funny, but I kind of want to go back and kind of cheer him up. He's like a constantly sad guy. I'm showing evidence. I know what evidence he needs. This is what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because of this. Yes. Because people loved you, and he was dragged down from his spot. It's because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. He was reduced to acting in a kids' show, and as the villain to boot. Kids loved the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. Yeah, he was big jelly, truly. Honestly? Too jealous enough to commit murder, maybe. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him any time. I think you're missing the point. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. Same. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, WP!
Oh. Thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. Wait, I thought they were canceling it. Penny told us they were canceling it. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and...
Um...
Huh? Is something wrong?
No, of course not. Ah! Nick! Edgeworth!
Hello? Oh, hi! I would like to personally thank you for your assistance with this case, dude. Not Phoenix, but me as a player. That was badass. Say something, right? Not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Fast guys would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Oh, pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Ah, Edgeworth. A big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar. On the contrary, Phoenix. He's a closet nerd. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again? Is it backstory time?
However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm settled with unnecessary feelings. The iconic line. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease. Uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary?
Hello! Hello, Suki.
They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Oh, okay. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you.
What? What? I wanted to, like, say hi, catch up.
Mr. Wright? Was that guy your friend?
I guess not. What? Friends? As if. They're rivals. Rivals, right, Nick?
For now we are, I guess. Oh, we love a good rivals to friends arc.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
They're romantically coded, that's the deal. And so the curtain closed on another trial. Caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. Yes! Yes! I'm so excited. This, honestly, I would watch Pink Princess.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right?
I'll admit I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it.
You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it.
Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again?
Well, I can explain how Phoenix and Edgy are related. Oh, I know their backstory. It's been a while since I've played the game, but they're like your typical childhood friends, right? Which I love. I love that storyline. And now they're finally reuniting after all these years.
I wonder if they'll show us his real face this time.
I don't know. Is that really WP in the costume? That's hilarious. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers yet. Oh, that's a good ending. That's a good ending. That's really funny. Okay, you know what? Okay, I'll save first. And then my streams usually only go for about an hour, but in honor of finally completing Turnabout Samurai, I'm gonna get into like maybe the very basest intro of Turnabout Goodbyes. We're gonna watch the intro to Turnabout Goodbyes, and I'm gonna be shocked by it. And then you gotta go, okay, thank you so much for visiting. I love having people in chat. I love having viewers. Thank you very much. Have a good one. I'm gonna watch the little beginning cut thing, and then maybe a few lines or whatever, just to get a little taste of it, and then I'll call it quits. All right. You know what? Actually, let me get like a small drink of water. All right, I'm ready. Let's do it. Oh, no. I mean, fine, I guess I can save again. I misclicked. Okay, now let's do it. What have you got for me? It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? Oh no, it's intense. But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. Another revenge story? What? Merry Christmas. Oh. Ooh. That damn cravat. I knew right away. Edgeworth? What are you doing there? Silly boy. You're not supposed to be a killer. Get out of there. Get out. Oh no. Okay. And we're gonna promptly ignore it.
Hey, Nick. Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why? I'm gonna get until they, announce that a murder happened.
Duh, Nick. Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under. Preferably a freezing one.
Oh. Is that part of your spirit medium training?
Of course. Except I've been slacking off lately.
Oh, thank you. It's a very fun voice to do. I just love how energetic she is, and she deserves a good voice.
I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spirit waters. Spring waters. I guess I just had a Freudian slip.
She's very lovable. Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gourd Lake is pretty close.
Oh.
Darn. Sorry, but them's the breaks. Didn't you just, take a cold shower or something?
Good idea!
So much for rushing spring waters. Next in the news, a large unidentified animal was sighted at Gourd Lake. The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy in a tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake Nessie proved to be a hoax, some might say otherwise, locals are confident their Gordy is the real deal. Ugh, boring. They show real news for a change. It's so easy to change the channel, Nick.
Nick? The water pressure's kinda low in that shower.
You want more pressure, huh? Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose?
Good idea, Nick!
Apparently, Fayblood is no aid in detecting sarcasm. She's just excited. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gourd Lake, but this time it's murder! Gourd Lake again? The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. Suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. He'd thrown it all away. Edgeworth? What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like...
Nick?
Yipes. Maya?
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth.
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Yeah, he's a suspect in a murder.
What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How?
I don't know. I don't know the answer to any of those things.
Well, let's go find out, Nick.
So intense. Love the energy. Alright, here's where I'm calling it quits. Not gonna investigate until I come back. I have plans to play this again next Monday. So yeah, okay, finally got through that, and we are... Yeah, I play this on stream. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Banana Donut 5. That's a cute username. I play this every Monday and Wednesday, 6 Eastern. Or at least I try to. Sometimes I can't get it to work for whatever reason, and we just skip to another game. Like another visual novel or something like that. But yeah, my main thing right now is Ace Attorney. I have the whole trilogy, and then we'll find a way to get to the other games one of these days. But yeah, right now we covered a lot, and we have more to go through. Apparently this case is probably way more intense than I remember it being as a 10-year-old kid playing this game. So, alright, I think we made some progress. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you had fun and enjoyed yourselves. I don't know, what's my usual send-off? Drink some water, stretch, get a good night's rest, just have a good one. Yeah, of course. Alright, I will see you guys around.